Okay, so Susan, we were talking about GoPro, and I would love to hear from both of you, Rick and Susan, what your big takeaways were from this event, from the GoPro 2021.
It was so phenomenal this year. I could go through each speaker and tell you something from each speaker, but that would take too much time. So one of the guys talked about emulating your business and where you're at seasons of the year. And I thought that was so beautiful. And some of the highlights of things that he said was your mindset is your foundation. And that's what you build your success on. I thought that was such a great thing. Permission, give yourself permission to dream and desire things at a higher level. I noticed that so much with, other people, the dreams are just so small and
yeah.
So, and just, this, I think Lisa Nichols, she hit it out of the park in such an amazing way. I mean, I have so many videos from her, and it just makes my heart pound to listen to the things that she had said, to, expect to get up, and, your fuel is what gets you up, and you get more of it because when we are in action, we get more fuel. We give ourselves more fuel from action.
But when what you did with the Tonka toy.
Yeah. Donna. And then I think, awesome. Eric is always so powerful when he is speaking. He has so many amazing things that he says. I have a lot of notes from him specifically. So, our daily method of operation is really, really important. So I have, my 3 things that I do every morning. Stay away from small thinkers. That there's boundaries. We have to have boundaries, in what we're doing, because the small thinkers can really squash your dreams and stuff. And that's why what we just talked about with what we're posting this time of year is really important, because it's Christmas. A lot of people are just wrapped up into this season. We just post loving, kind, fun things like, Rick 39 years ago, and, his pictures, and, keeping people posting in that aspect, I think. Eric had a thing that he did last year, but this year I think it really made me think bigger. You guys probably already know the think bigger thing, right? But the world is not served by me when I think small.
Yeah.
The world is served by me more, and we want to affect the world, right? I mean, we want to affect more than just a small group of people. So giving yourself permission to think bigger, and then imagine more and bigger. Imagine all in my mind and seeing that in my life, because there's so many dreams I have inside of me of what I want to do. I'm 61, but I dream bigger now than I did back in my 30s. So double it. He said, write down what you want to make per year, and then double it. And then he goes through this whole big thing, and then he says, double it again.
Yeah, it was scary. Wow. I know.
So I think that was there was lots of points, but and I love the little breakout sessions that you have with the other people.
Yeah.
That's so empowering. And one of the things that I wrote down through one of the questions was breathe life into people and empower them by finding their why. And, as believers, write out living the day in a life of King Solomon. And then carry that power into the marketplace, because that needs to be in the marketplace, free thinking. So
I love that. I love that. Yeah. It's like, and I feel like that's what we do for each other, that, and I saw that in that picture that I posted, you guys, of you, Susan and Kelly, and I just saw that breathing life into each other, and how lucky I feel to be part of something bigger than myself, and being a lighthouse for other people. So,
Yes, I love
Donna,
it.
just to let you know real quick, we're recording this because I thought it would be a good thing to use for training. So welcome, Donna. So Rick, let us, thank you, Susan, for sharing. I love what you were talking about with the, getting around, staying away from small people, small thinking people, and
Mhm.
getting around big thinkers. And I feel like that's such a huge part of this opportunity for me. So Rick, what was a few things that were your big ahas from GoPro?
Well, thank you for sharing, Susan's.
You're welcome.
A lot of those things I found very powerful as well. What I did this year was I took so many notes, and I realized I've taken notes on programs before and haven't really used all of it. So what I've done this year is I've taken one sheet and tried to put everything, all the most powerful things on one sheet so I can pull it out and look at that and highlight it, because otherwise it's just too much. So some of the things, I guess one of the most powerful things I got from this was being uncomfortable. I mean, we all want to be comfortable, and when you think about it, that's not when you accomplish anything. Being uncomfortable is key. So now every day, when I think about the things I'm grateful for, I'll also think about what can I do today that's really uncomfortable, because I know that's where growth is. So that was one of the things I really got. The other thing was brand. What are we known for? Because we're all different. So I wrote down a bunch of things of what I think I'm known for and what I want to be known for, and focus on that. And then, of course, it gets into the logo and some of the other things some of the other ones are doing, which I think will emerge into eventually. But just having a brand. I mean, Jessie Lee, we know what her brand is. That's there. Fraser Brooks, we know what his brand is. Eric Worre, we know what his brand is. The Meltons, we know what their brand is. So I believe we need to really focus on who exactly we are. When people look at us, what are the couple of things that they think about? And that's our brand. I was telling Peg about this the other day, or I guess it was yesterday. Having what am I calling it? A theme. We're posting every day on Facebook or Instagram or whatever we're doing videos on TikTok. To have a daily theme, like Monday is motivational, Tuesday is transformational, Wednesday is wisdom, Thursday is throwback, Friday is freedom. And that kind of makes it easy, because instead of searching for something you can post, one of the posts you can do, you just think like, that's what brought me to that picture of me and Lucas. I just thought, well, throwback Thursday, let me pull out a picture. I know I got lots. So that was something that really helped, having a theme for every day. Ed Milet was powerful. I loved his stories, what he talked about. He talked, excuse me, he talked about selling a dream. And that really is what we do. And happiness. He said, we want to promote happiness, because that's what people want to be. They want to have hope. They want to be happy. So that's what we promote. One of the coolest things I'd never really, I mean, it's so simple. I'd never really thought about it this way before. It said, there's no one like me.
Mm.
And Peg, there's no one like you.
Mm.
Susan, there's no one like you. Donna, there's no one like you. There's no one like me. The world needs me. God created me as the only one. The world needs me. Don't be small, like Eric says. You got to play big, because the world needs me. So those are some of the powerful things I got from Eric Worre. I also realized that next year I need to go into it with the thought, or with the motivation, that I'm going to join Accelerator, because last 2 years I've looked at it and it was something that would cost too much. But next year I want to go into it with believing that it is something that will accelerate me, and something that I can pay $1,000 a month for.
Mm.
Now I wanted to ask you, Peg, I saw the thing you did with Mr. Wonderful on TikTok or
Oh, yeah,
Instagram.
yeah, yeah.
Was that a stitch or a duet?
That was a duet.
I
So
like it.
when,
I've seen a lot of that.
yeah, and I didn't realize that when you do a duet, it doesn't have to be side by side. You can do it side by side. You can do it top and
Or
bottom,
down,
or
yeah.
you can do a small picture. A
Mhm.
stitch is when you can either play their video and then it stops and then you stitch it to one of yours,
Right.
or vice versa. You do your own and then the other, but then their video. But yeah, I saw the Meltons do it. I get a lot of ideas from the Meltons. And I gotta say, you guys are just, you're doing the short form videos and you're planting all these seeds. Rick, you were talking about branding, and I've seen your stories recently, and you are branding yourself as far as what we can expect to hear from you. You're talking to your niche. You're talking to a specific group of people who you're helping. So I really, you're really fine tuning that. I'm noticing that. And I think that's why people are reaching out to you.
Well, thank you. I've been getting more activity, but after you and I talked the other day about me changing my approach a little bit, softening my approach, I did that yesterday. I don't know if you saw the
You
one I
did.
did yesterday.
I saw it.
Did you notice a difference?
100%. Yep.
Because who I am, part of who I am and who I've seen other people be is just forceful, pounding, get it out there, get the message. But from what you've mentored me on, that's not what I want to be doing. So it's something I have to think about every time. Calm it down, tone it down, make it conversational.
I saw a big shift from trying to sell something to
Mhm,
trying to help people.
mhm.
And I think
Good, that's what I want.
exactly. I think, just like
Thank you.
having like a conversation. And I think that's one of the biggest things that Ed Milet really kept driving home, that I kept hearing, was that he's just really good at helping people.
Mhm,
If I'll help you, whatever it is you need, you reach out to me, I'll help you. I'm going to help you. And if people come to expect that from you and come to know that, okay, that's what this guy's always helping people, and
mhm,
then they hear you mention something, they're going to be so much more receptive of, well, wait a minute, what is it that he's got? Because he's always helping people,
mhm.
right? So I think
Yeah.
that's huge. So I'm not, Donna, if you want to unmute and add anything, I'm not sure if you're driving or if you're available, but so you must be driving. So yeah, you guys, thank you so much. I've had, I've had a really, I really, I'm liking this $4 promotion. I'm glad that it's, not forever. I'm glad that, people do need to have some skin in the game, but I feel like this is a really good opportunity for growth in this time when people typically think, oh, nobody's gonna buy anything for themselves right now because it's the holidays, or no one's gonna get involved in a business right now. I think that people who are business people, which is who we want, right? We want those people who are going to be that 5%. Those people are thinking, okay, how did my 2021 go? What do I want in 2022? And they are thinking of how they can do things differently. So if you can catch, those people, I know, Stacey Hall was talking the other day about, people that you talk to are going to be, she talked about the 80-15-5. 80% of people will come into your business or look at your business and really not do anything, right? 15% will want to make $500 a month, somewhere in that range. And then there's the 5% that want to make, all the money in the world. so, that's
us.
Yeah. And yes, and you want to, and because we want to make an impact, and I know, I say money, but for me, I realize the biggest thing is it's not the dollar amount. It's not, I never, the thing with Eric talking about what do you want to make per year, it's always comes back to the freedom and the control over my life, because I think I spent a lot of my life not feeling like I was in control.
Mhm.
And I really, that's the biggest thing for me. I want that freedom to spend my time the way I want, and I want control. So, and helping other people get there is the way we do it. So yeah, anything else you guys would like to add in closing?
I could tell a little story. I think my voice is breaking up. I got a message from a old girlfriend of mine yesterday, and she works in retail at Neiman Marcus, and she's a pretty top producer. And we had a few years ago kind of an ugly breakup, and but I've noticed she keeps watching my videos and my posts, and I mean, she's every time I post something, she's watching it, and she asked me if I could call her yesterday, and I did. And she's having hormone difficulty. She's 55, 56, 55. She's having a lot of difficulties with her hormones, and she's seen my posts on the gel. And she said, I think I want that. Tell me about it. Don't be a salesperson. I thought that was kind of funny. So I sent her that picture of the three of you. I sent her some more information. She told me when she gets paid next week, she wants to sign up as a distributor. And she said if it goes well, she wants to do the business, because one of the big problems of what she's doing right now, she's got a long drive and heavy traffic to work every day. And she said it's really messing with her anxiety, and she doesn't want to do it anymore. So she sees a possibility of this. So I'm hoping that's going to work out. And I'm just thankful. I'm thankful that I forgave her and let it go.
Yeah.
But hopefully you all be talking to her soon.
Well, and the powerful thing that you just said was he has to wait till next week to get paid.
Yeah.
And she's a top producer.
Mm-hmm. Say
Wow.
that again. Say that again.
She's a top producer at work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She has to wait to get paid next week to buy a product. I mean, that, you know, I mean, that's where people are at, though.
Yeah.
Everyone's always overspent.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it's so true. And I say that to people all the time, because when I started this, I was in my mid 50s, and that was a difficult thing for me. And I realized, that if I didn't do something different, that was always going to be my situation.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. You
Like
keep on doing what you've always done.
Where you say, go and look at your living room. Look at your living room furniture. See your couch and your TV and all your things in there. That's how it's going to look forever. Nothing's going to change unless you do something to make it change. Do you want a better sofa? Do you want your home to look different? I remember I learned that years ago. It's kind of funny.
That's really good.
I got to hop off. So
okay. All right. Yeah, we should. Rick, did you have something else you wanted to add?
No, I'm good. Thank you for sharing, y'all.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up. Thank you so much, you guys, for sharing. I'll post this so we can share it with everybody. And if anybody has the opportunity or has questions about training events, there's a great one coming up right now. Fraser Brooks is doing for a 2022 game plan for $22. I get so much learning. It's how we grow, right? It's how we're all.
When's that on? Is that on the 16th?
Yeah, I think so. 15th or 16th. It's Thursday, 16th. Yeah. So, but it's
doing
recorded.
You get the life customer thing on the 16th, right before our call. Yeah.
Ignite. Yeah. Okay.
Ignite.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We have a lot to look forward to.
See you guys later. Have a great day. Enjoy your weekend.
Thank you all. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye.